Hello and welcome back to Lord Fenton Anime Plays Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar. I'm your host Lord Fenton. In this special Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar Part 15 video, I'll show everybody on how to farm the virtues and also how they work. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more walkthroughs like this. Do not forget to hit the notification bell to be updated and much more. In the last video, we did get the Nightshade reagent and of course got the silver horn. Now, the reason why I'm doing this video is I'm going to go ahead and hit the shrines in the next video. I feel like it's important to go over the virtues, what actions you do to lose virtue points in certain virtues, and what actions you do gain. Also, what's the best and possible fastest method to earn these virtues. Now, please note some of the virtues I did tie in because that's one way to get a lot of virtue points in one setting too. I'll point that out when that happens. So for now, we'll go over the first one, which is Valor. The first virtue that you could easily farm is Valor. Now, Valor, the best way to do is at the Troll Bridge. That is about northeast of the castle on the map right here. Now, once you're at the Troll Bridge, stay on the bridge and hit the space bar or wait time feature until you could get into combat. This works on all versions, so all you need to do is just get in a battle against some trolls, and sometimes it's demons or ettins, and just win the fight. Since they are all evil, this counts as 0 to 1 Valor points. I repeat, do not run away when you either they're in full hit points. One person runs away, you lose Valor points. And number 2, do not run away from this fight you face against evil if you have all hit points or not. Your entire party runs away, you lose 2. So you're going to have to fight to the death. And with slings, you'll easily go ahead and achieve this. Now, this is also a great way to get some gold because you're going to need some gold down the line for the rest of the virtues. Just trust me on that. There's a great place for it. So I say it's for Valor. It'll take about 50 to 100 combats. And then after that, you should max this out very easily. Just grind like normal on the bridge and Valor should be done. Let's go over the ways to gain and lose Valor. Now, there is one surefire way to gain in Valor points, that is winning in combat against foes, as you've seen earlier in the video. So in other words, fight on the bridge, you should gain 0 to 1 points, and it's very easy to do. So let's go over ways you could lose in Valor points. There are 2 ways you could lose in Valor points. Number 1, run away from evil foes. Don't do it. Your entire party runs away, -2 for you. Run away from evil foes with full health. So that's 2 points per party member with full health, and that's bad. And also, shame on you. I mean, come on. If you're in full points and it's evil foes, fight to the death. Now, one thing I didn't list, but it doesn't hurt you for Valor points is it is okay to run from non-evil foes. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to go over the next virtue, which is Sacrifice. The next virtue on the list is Sacrifice. This one's very easy to farm. No gold required at all. Now, first of all, you need to see the healer. Now, say yes on do you need a service? And then ignore the 3 services, and they'll ask you, do you want to donate blood? That's a minus 100 hit points you lose. However, you do this. When you do this, that's plus 5 sacrifice points. Now, after that, you have plenty of hit points to give away. Then pass time. I say do the 20 pass cycles. This way it'll reset for you to farm again. So do this passing for 20, as I said before, then repeat the process for another 5 easy points. So repeat it again. We'll lose 100 hit points. We'll gain 5 points in sacrifice. Now you're asking, I could do that, but I cannot give any more blood. Well, there's a way to do it. We're going to see Lord Bridge. You're asking, why do we need to see Lord Bridge? Lord Bridge is like a free inn in Ultima 4. And yeah, make sure you don't bring your horse, otherwise, I should say leave your horse at the castle, otherwise you lose it. But anyways, back to topic. Lord Bridge will heal you fully. That means if he heals you fully, you could go back downstairs, repeat the process until you max out in Sacrifice. This beats dying repeatedly in battle with your main character. Yeah, you don't want to do that. It gets very annoying. And it's costly too for Resurrection. So we're going to go see our Lord, and we're going to tell him we need to be healed. So this is going to be very simple, very easy to do. So you're going to talk to our Lord, say health, and say, how are you? I'll hit the no button, that's N. You get healed to full. See, now we'll be able to, you guessed it, donate blood again. This is a surefire way to get sacrifice up there. I'll probably say under 5 to 10 minutes you get sacrifice from 0 to 100. Yes, it's on a 0 to 100 point system. And 100 means you're ready to meditate at the shrine. So let's go ahead and talk about ways to gain, lose, and sacrifice. There are two ways you can gain and sacrifice. The first way I showed you all was giving blood to healers. That's plus 5 points. Now, another way is the stranger, that is your main character, dies in combat. In other words, self-sacrifice, that's 1 point up there. Let's talk about ways to lose and sacrifice. Now, ways to lose and sacrifice is this. Refuse to give blood to healers. That is minus 5 points. Don't do it. You can afford to lose 100 hit points and still get gain of 5, but if you refuse, that's minus 5. Now, another way to lose in sacrifice points is a party member runs away with full hit points in combat from evil foes. So if you see a party member or yourself running away with full hit points, you're facing against, for example, a demon, yeah, that's minus 2 points per party member running away. That is bad. That's just like Valor. Don't run away from evil foes, so you got to fight to the death. And that's about it for sacrifice. So next one up is humility. We're going to go over that virtue. The next virtue we're going to farm out is humility. Now, humility is really easily gained in Castle Britannia. So go the way I'm going. There's a secret wall. Go through that. Now go through it again. Now what we're looking for is this room. You're asking, Fenton, why this room? Well, you see here, this room has a person that gives you a humility versus pride question. So we're going to go ahead and say, peace, I come from a proud city. Now, this is one of those questions. Art thou proud? No. Hit no on that. Once you do, that is 10 points of humility there. Now, this one is stupid easy. So all you need to do, once again, in order to farm it is wait 20 rounds. So that's 20 passes. Before we do that, this is the location on the first floor of the castle. See, that's where I'm at. That's how you farm it. So hit the spacebar 20 times and then repeat the process again of answering the same question, no. And if you keep on doing that, that is 100 instant points easily. So that's 10 times you could do this real quick. You could do this under in 10 minutes. I should say exactly under 10, my mistake. But still, easy to gain, simple to do. So if you need points of humility, go to Castle Britannia and you should be able to do it with ease. So I'm going to go ahead and go over on the how you can gain and lose in humility. So let's start that now. Ways to gain in humility. Now there's only one way. Answer certain questions with humility. So if they ask you, art thou proud? You say no. Once you do that, 10 points right there. Now there are ways to lose in humility. Actually, one way. Answer certain questions with pride, aka being boastful. So that is minus 5 points. That is not bad if you make a mistake. If you make that mistake with the same NPC, wait about 20 rounds, aka let time pass 20 times and then answer it the other way. So this way you gain those 5 points back and more. That's about it for humility. The next one we're going to go over is compassion. The next virtue is compassion. This one's easy. However, you're going to need some gold for this. I'll talk about the other method in the later part of this portion of the video. Now, compassion's simple. You're going to need to see a beggar. Now, talk to the beggar and type in give. Once you type in give 1 piece of gold. That gives you points in compassion. After that, hit buy or so, then wait about 20 rounds. So this way you can farm it again. Keep on doing this until you max out in compassion. This one's easy and simple to do as long as you have the gold. So we're going to do it one more time. Say give 1 piece of gold, and that's that. So for the next part of the video, I'm going to go ahead and talk about ways in order to gain and lose in compassion. Here we go. Now, ways to gain in compassion, simple. Give money to beggars as you see before you. Now, another way is fleeing from non-evil enemies. That's 2 points there too. Letting non-evil foes flee. So if they flee, that's fine. Now, here's a tip I'm going to give everybody. This is the alternative method in order to farm out compassion. Now, Nate the Snake in Magentia, you can farm this too. Just let Nate attack you in Magentia, then run away. You gain points in compassion that way. After you run away, Nate will disappear, exit the town, and repeat until max out in compassion. Now, please note, you're doing the Magentia method. You're also going to need, you guessed it, cure spells because there's poison patches everywhere and Nate can poison you too. Now let's go ahead and talk about ways to lose in compassion. There's only one way to lose in compassion, that is attacking non-evil creatures like snakes, giant spiders, insects, etc. So don't do it. If you do that, -5 points. That is it for compassion. For the next part of this video guide, we're going over 3 virtues in order to farm real quickly in one spot, which is justice, honesty, and honor. For the next 3 virtues, we're going to pause. Now, please note I'm skipping combat because it's a waste of time showing combat. So in order to get the pause, you start off at Castle Britannia, follow the shore south, and then you reach pause. For actual directions, it's actually southeast of Paws. Other than that, you're going to definitely need to go to Paws for honesty, honor, and justice. There's one NPC that will actually help you out grinding out those virtue points. Real easy to do. Now, remember, you're going to need some cash. Actually, gold. Because you're going to use the gold to definitely get those virtue points rising. So we're almost to Paws. So if you see the river, just go around it or across the bridge. And there we are. We have finally arrived at Paws. So let's go on in and farm this out. Now, in order to farm out honesty, honor, and justice, the fastest way is the reagent vendor. Yeah, the blind lady who sells you reagents. You cannot cheat her. In fact, pay the exact amount. So we're talking to Sheila. She's blind. And we're going to go ahead and pick a reagent for a sample. I picked A. So we're going to say 15. And we're going to pay exactly 45. Upon doing that, you will gain points in honesty, honor, and justice. This is the best way to do this. After you pay the money for the reagents, wait for 20 rounds. Yeah, that's right. Spacebar for 20. Once you're done, then talk to the reagent lady again. Repeat the process. Now, the cheapest way to do it is just buy one reagent and pay the exact amount. You could overpay, but you won't gain points in, I believe, in honor and honesty. Instead, like I said, go for the exact. So I decided to do B, and I said 20, for example. I did 80, and boom, I got some points in honor, honesty, and justice. Keep on repeating this, and you could do this with ease. Now, you're asking, why did you put honor in this? Well, honor, in case you do get all the items in the game, and then, of course, all of a sudden you lose some honor points. Well, this is a perfect place to get it back. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this farm one more time, and that should definitely do it. Now, there's other ways also to gain points in honesty, honor, and justice. Honor and justice, if I remember correctly, if you let the non-evil creatures, like, for example, Nate the Snake and Magency attack you, and then, of course, after that you flee, you get those points also in honor and justice too. That counts as well. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this all up. Once I am done, then I'm going to go ahead and start the 3 virtues. I'm going to list every one of them different. So here we go on that. Ways to gain in honesty. There's only one surefire way. Being honest to the blind reagent lady by paying the exact amount. That gives you 2 points. Being honest, there's your free 2 points. Now, ways to lose in honesty, there are a few. Stealing from treasure chests in a town or in a castle that's not yours. That's -1 point per treasure chest. It's alright to raid dungeons like that because no one owns those. Now, last but not least, this is most important. Cheating the blind reagent woman by paying less. -X points. So the more you cheat the blind reagent lady for reagents to pay for, the more points you lose. So if, for example, the reagents cost 101 gold and you decide to only pay 1 piece of gold, you're going to lose 100 honesty points. Keep that in mind. Now, there are ways to actually gain and lose in honor. Let's talk about the ways to gain in honor. First of all, solving quests. That means finding quest items. So you're finding, for example, the 8 runes. That's 5 points per rune. And that could build up real quickly to max out honor. Now, the other way I've been farming was being honest to the blind reagent lady and paying the exact amount. That's +2 points. So in case you ever lose some points in honor, visit the blind reagent lady and go ahead and pay the exact amount to her so you get those honor points back. Next up is ways to lose in honor points. Obviously, stealing a chest in a town or in a castle. Do that, that's -1 point per treasure chest. Starting combat against a non-evil creature by attacking it first. So if you decide, for example, attack Nate the Snake first, that's -3 points. Now, here's another one that's very important, just like the honesty one. Cheating the blind reagent woman by paying for less. -X amount of points. The more you cheat, the more you lose. So, for instance, once again, you're asked to pay 101 piece of gold and you only pay 1 or none. you lose out on minus 100 honor points. Remember that and be careful. Let's go over the last one, which is justice. Next up is justice, ways to gain injustice. First, being honest to the blind reagent woman by paying the exact amount, that is plus 2 points. I heard a rumor if you overpay, you get points in justice also. Now, running away from non-evil creatures in combat, for example, Nate the Snake and Magentia, that gives you 2 plus points in justice. Now, letting non-evil creatures flee in combat, in other words, if they're running away, you let them do it, that's plus 1 points. Let's go ahead and talk about ways to lose in justice. Now, ways to lose in justice: stealing a chest in town or city, that's minus 1 points per treasure chest you steal. Starting combat by attacking non-evil creatures first, you do that, that is minus 3 points. So if you attack Nate the Snake first, that's minus 3. Now, this one's very important: cheating the blind reagent woman by paying less. Minus X amount of points, the more you cheat, the more you will lose. Again, if you're asked to pay 101 piece of gold, and instead you pay 1 piece of gold, you're going to lose minus 100 justice points. That's about it for honesty, honor, and justice. We're going to go over the final virtue, which is spirituality. The last virtue is spirituality. Now, the best way to do it is to go see the seer. You're asking, why is that, Fenton? So every time you see a seer that is plus 3 points, then you will, of course, wait 20 rounds, aka 20 passes. Now, you'll be doing this all the time, so you naturally will get this up big time. So there is the seer. So I'm going to talk to Hawkwind. So we're going to go ahead and say yes, and then we're going to type in a virtue. So let's go ahead and do honor. Now, because of that, I just did that. That is 3 plus points. Again, go ahead and pass for 20 rounds. Repeat the process, and spirituality will be boosted up big time. You could do this under 10 minutes. Now, another way to do it is meditate at the shrines, but if you're starting out, you're not going to know the mantra, and you're not going to know the shrine location. So I'm doing this one more time, this time a different one. I could type the same one over and over again, wait, and then type it again, and just keep on farming it. This is simple. This is very easy to do. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about ways to gain and lose in spirituality. So here we go. Now let's go ahead and talk about ways to gain and lose in spirituality. Now, first one is obviously easy: meditating at a shrine. That is plus 3 points times the cycle. So for example, you meditate for 3 cycles. That's 3 times 3 is 9. Now, this one's obviously easy. You'll be doing this all the time in order to get spirituality up. Talking to Hawkwind the seer. So you talk to the seer, and when you type in, for example, spirituality, that's plus 3 points. Real easy, real simple to do. So let's talk about ways to lose points in spirituality. Let's go ahead and talk about ways to lose in spirituality. Saying the wrong mantra at a shrine. So if you type in the wrong one, that is minus 3 points. Simple as that. That's about it for ways to gain and lose in spirituality. So I'm going to go ahead and give some final advice before I do end the video. Here are some final advice before I do end the video. Now, if you need gold and of course Valor points, go farm the bridge. Now, compassion, just give 1 piece of gold, wait 20 turns by hitting the spacebar, and then do it again. Same thing going for the honor, honesty, and of course justice. Just pay the exact amount for the 1 reagent at the blind reagent lady shop, then keep on repeating the process, you get that up. Now, as for humility, just make sure you're not boastful or prideful in your answering of questions. That one place at the castle is a great place to do that. As for spirituality, always see the seer. Last but not least, sacrifice is simple. Go see the castle, donate blood. Keep on repeating the process, getting healed by Lord British until you're up there and sacrifice. In the next Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar video, we're going to go ahead and hit the shrines. This is it for my Ultima 4 Quest of the Avatar walkthrough, part 15, How to Farm the Virtues video guide. This is Lord Fenton signing off. Thanks for watching, and have a great day or night, and do please stay safe. Please subscribe to my channel for more classic and modern games just like this. If you like what you see, then pick my suggestion on the upper left hand corner, or YouTube's suggestion on the bottom left hand corner. May the 8 virtues be with you.